Bars is back. Sam and oh God.
Attention readers and leaders, world-renowned author Jordan Wells has teamed up with Hip Hop News Uncensored for a special offer just for you. That's right. I want everybody listening under the sound of my voice to click on the link at the top line of the description box and make sure you go grab yourself one of his many books right now. I'm guaranteeing you this book, any one of these books, will change your life and the way that you see things. The link is at the top of the description box. Ready, set, go.
You know, burn that or the other stuff, and that's cool. But you know what I mean? That's not what he needed. He needed to see y'all do something for him before that happened.
Definitely. Now, I know you did mention, you cleared up the drugs. A lot of people saying, that he possibly was on drugs. I heard you clear that up.
He was Rob at that time. All he doing was smoking weed. Mm-hmm. In his blood was no cocaine, no heroin, none of that. This was marijuana in his bloodstream. People always want to point the fingers and and downplay somebody else. He's a hip hop legend. I mean, I knew of Black Rob because I'm from New York City, I'm from Queens. I'm familiar with a lot of people in the industry with music, so I ain't know him personally until, August when I started working with him as a manager. I was getting him booked. So he had a show booked tomorrow. I had 3 shows booked for him. He had a show April 24th in Detroit. He had another show booked May 30th in Gary, Indiana, and another show August 14th. So I had to send them people back their deposits. Right. So all these so-called people that was around them, all this other shit, like, mix me with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I call it nigga shit. Like, all of a sudden, he dead. Now everybody want to step up to the plate. Yo, that's my man, and all the other stuff. A lot of people don't know what was going on. Rob never been back to New York City since March 5th of 2021.
To the best of your knowledge, knowing Rob for the time that you did he ever talk about the publishing and owing royalties and things like that when it came to Bad Boy? Was he owed money, in his opinion, when it came to his contract with Bad Boy? Was it bad business? Like, did he ever talk to you about that part?
I never asked, but I know that him as an artist, he didn't know. It's common sense. Him as an artist, he didn't own his masters of publishing.
Right.
So I don't need to ask that question. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I didn't ask him. The thing was, it's like, are you and a homeboy? Are you cool? Did you talk? Like, it's 2 sides to everybody's story. It's Rob's side, it's his ex-label side, there's the lie and the truth. You know what I mean? Then the politics come in the mix. So, I never asked him a question about, I know he don't own his publishing and all that stuff. He got his masters.
Right.
What was his last days like, man? Can you explain to the people how was he like for his last days here on Earth?
Rob had his moves and shit, you know what I mean? Because, his health issue, as a man, he probably don't like his position, like, money funny, you know what I mean? His health is bugged out, so of course you ain't gonna be all happy, jolly, you know what I mean? You're gonna have mood swings, you know what I mean? But the day I was gonna leave, and I was like, yo, Rob, come me to Virginia. So, he said, am I performing? I'm getting paid? I was like, nah. He said, so what I'm coming for? I don't need to go if I ain't getting paid. I don't need to go. You know what I'm saying? He was dead serious. So, he was staying where he was at the hotel. But maybe that's a good thing that I didn't bring with him. So if he passed away on my watch, then, everybody was saying this, saying that, yo, why are you having travel with you? His health is all messed up and that, blah, 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 blah. So he passed away. He was in the hands of Mark Curry, who didn't. The first time you took him to the hospital, you should have made them people admit him. That's what I felt. I mean, why would you take him to another hospital, then take him to his man's juice bar, and then his health and everything collapsed, then you rush him to the hospital, then you pronounce him dead. So that's a fucked up decision there. But my whole thing was, as soon as he passed away, you run on Instagram. For what? For what? You tell me that.
Powerful. We definitely appreciate your time. Any lasting remarks you want the people to know as we're about to put Black Rob to rest? Is anything you want the people to know? Any misconceptions out there that you want to lay to rest? Anything?
Only thing that I want to say that people who don't know, Rob, like I said, he's a hip hop legend. He's a good dude. He's at peace right now. So I ain't beefing with nobody. You know, I did what I did for him as a friend. You know, running back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? I don't have history with him as the people that did. You know, I felt that people that was around him, they should have stepped up. But, you know, maybe they was, done, fed up with, the back and forth they was going through, every issue they had with him. But whatever was going on, because of his health, this could have been overlooked. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I just felt that when that video went up, a lot of people should have stepped in and helped, and they didn't. And, he passed away. Then, yesterday, another hip hop legend we lost, Shock G. He passed away.
Yep, rest in peace, Shock
So
G.
you said in April, we lost DMX, Black Rob, and Shock G.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I did what I could do. I was with him in the hospital. I was going to go see him. All these people was going to go visit him. You know what I mean? Like, they can't take the names of the hospital he was in. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of bullshit, but he's gone now, so I guess he's at peace now. And his funeral's next week in Harlem. Long live Black Rob.
Definitely. Go ahead and drop your social media if you wish, where people can get in contact with you.
If people do want to reach out to me, my next thing, I'm trying to get to the Breakfast Club and Drink Champs, because the truth need to be whole. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to bash. Everybody like probably could have did that. There's a whole lot of stuff that was going on with that label. It's not my business. You know what I mean? Craig Mack, Biggs, Loon, G Dep, that's the business. But my thing is, like I said, Rob at peace right now, and Mark Curry made a lot of decisions. I felt that he had a hidden agenda. He made a lot of poor decisions, if you ask me. But anybody want to reach me on Instagram is Dawson Cal, DAWSONKAL. I got footage of of the last days of Black Rob. Me and my people are affiliated with. We're gonna do something with that. And I got a lot of footage like the media don't even have. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody gonna make a movie about him or a documentary. They're gonna go by, him growing up in Harlem, I guess getting locked up, maybe doing what he did, then signing to the label and doing all that. When you do stuff like that, you gotta get, the copyrights and permission from the whoever got to own his masters and stuff like that in order to play the music in the documentary. But what I got is footage from March 5th up until 2 days before he passed away.
Dope. One last question. You have any words for Diddy right now? If you want to say anything to him?
If Diddy listened to this, or if he addressed this situation, I ain't never came at Diddy on some negative way. I don't know Diddy. I never spoke to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somebody else, one of my clients that I deal with, she knows him very well. But like I said, I never bash his name or something. Like I said, Diddy, he did reach out to this guru named WAP, and he extended the room that I got Rob for an extra 2 weeks. But you know what I mean? Like, my thing was, I don't know if Diddy was busy, what case might be, but when I put the video up, you know what I mean? Diddy, you could have reached out to him quicker than you did. You paying for his funeral, that's typical, shit in the hood, but he's getting going now. So we can go down in history. Yeah, his funeral was lit and all that, but I was trying to prevent him from dying, period. I'm not no multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So the little crumbs that I had, I try to make it right with people around me.